Okay, hello? Okay. Now we're on penalties. We just finished the Brokers Relationship Act, formerly known as the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code. Okay? So I think that question, if we pay attention, after it was changed just means that it was formerly known as the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code. I think that's all it means. I don't know. Okay, so now we're on now we're on penalties, 858-401. Penalties, fines, injunctions, and restraining orders, appeals. Okay, A. In addition to any other penalties provided by law, any person unlicensed pursuant to the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code who shall willingly and knowingly violate any provision of this code upon conviction shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of not more than $1,000 or by imprisonment in the county jail for not more than 6 months. Damn. Or by both such fine and imprisonment. In addition to any civil or criminal actions authorized by law, whenever in the judgment of the Oklahoma Real Estate Commission, any unlicensed person has engaged in any acts or practices which constitute a violation of the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code, the Commission may, 1. After notice and hearing, and upon finding a violation of the code, impose a fine of not more than $5,000 or the amount of the commission. You had this earlier, whichever is greater. That was a question from earlier. So, 2. Make application to the appropriate court for an order enjoining such acts or practices upon a showing by the commission that such person has engaged in any acts or practices, an injunction, restraining order, or such other order as may be appropriate shall be granted by such court without bond. Or 3, impose administrative fines pursuant to this subsection, which shall be enforceable in the district courts of this state. The order of the commission shall become final and binding on all parties unless appealed to the district court as provided in the Administrative Procedures Act. Administrative Procedures Act. Okay. Impose administrative fines pursuant to this subsection, which shall be enforceable in the district courts of this state. The order of the commission shall become final and binding on all parties unless appealed to the district court as provided in the Administrative Procedures Act. If any appeal is not made, such order may be enforced in the same manner as an order of the district court for collection actions. Okay? Yeah. Shall be, okay. Notices and hearings required by this section and any appeals from orders entered pursuant to this section shall be in accordance with the Administrative Procedures Act. Such funds as collected pursuant to this section shall be deposited in the Oklahoma Real Estate Education and Recovery Fund. Okay. Now we're on administrative fines. 858-402, administrative fines. A. The Oklahoma Real Estate Commission may impose fines on any licensee licensed pursuant to the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code as follows. 1. Any administrative fine imposed as a result of a violation of this code or the rules of the commission shall not, A, be less than $100 and shall not exceed $2,000. for each violation of this code or the rules of the commission. Or B, exceed $5,000 for all violations resulting from a single incident or transaction. And 2, all administrative fines shall be paid within 30 days of notification. Okay. Next is 858-513, miscellaneous. Psychologically impacted real estate factors included non-disclosure of facts, certain actions prohibited, disclosures in certain circumstances. Okay, the fact or suspicion that real estate might be psychologically impacted, such impact being the result of facts or suspicions. Okay, so you kind of know about this, the psychologically impacted ones. That's in your midterm study guide, so you know about that. Registered sex offenders or violent crime offenders. This is 858-514. No duty to provide notice regarding. Okay, so it says the provisions of the Sex Offenders Registration Act and the Mary Rippey Violent Crime Offenders Registration Code to disclose any information regarding an offender required to register under such provision. So I guess it says we don't have a duty to provide notice regarding those acts. That's what it says. I don't know. Okay, 858-515, size of property for sale. In connection with any real estate transaction, the size or area in square footage or otherwise of the subject property, you are not required to be provided by any real estate licensee the size and the square footage. You don't have to disclose that. You don't have to disclose the size and the square footage, but if you do, you have to come with receipts. You have to have where you got the information, and you have to state your source of the information, you know, because if you give them the square footage or the size or whatever and it's wrong, then you're going to have something to revert back to, okay? If a real estate licensee provides any party to a real estate transaction with third-party information concerning the size or area in square footage involved in the transaction, the licensee shall identify the source of the information. See? For purposes of this subsection, third-party information means an appraisal or any measurement information prepared, a survey or developer's plan prepared by a licensed surveyor, a tax assessor's public record, a builder's plan used to construct or market the property, or a plan, drawing, or stated square footage provided by the owner or agent of the owner as it relates to commercial buildings or structures for sale or for lease only. Commercial land shall be verified by one of the methods provided in the subparagraphs. So, a real estate licensee has no duty to the seller or purchaser to conduct an independent investigation of the size or area and square footage of the subject property, or to independently verify the accuracy of a third-party information. Okay? A real estate licensee who has complied with the requirements of this section shall have no further duties to the seller or purchaser of real property regarding disclosed or undisclosed property size or area information, and shall not be subject to liability to any party for any damages sustained with regard to any conflicting measurements or opinions of size or area, including exemplary or punitive damages. Okay? 858-515, violation of duty to disclose dash source information or damages. A, if a real estate licensee has provided any third-party information as defined in paragraphs 2 of a subsection 858.515 of this act, to any party to a real estate transaction concerning size or area of the subject real property, a party to the real estate transaction may recover damages from the licensee in civil action only when a licensee knowingly violates the duty to disclose the source of the information. Okay, so B, the sole and exclusive civil remedy of common law or otherwise for a violation of paragraph 1, subsection B. This act by a real estate licensee shall be an action for actual damages suffered by the party as a result of such violation and shall not include exemplary or punitive damages. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else we need to read here. Okay. Here is something highlighted, the Open Records Act. Okay, now we're in the 605s. So the prior section was 858. Now we're in the 605 section. See? Okay, so 605 1-1-4 operational procedures. God damn it. Okay. The organization of the commission is declared to be that of as enumerated in sections 858.201 through 858.204 and of the heretofore described code. Okay. Operational procedures. The general course and method of operation shall be as hereinafter specified in overall provisions of the rules of this title. Okay. Open Records Act. Open Records Act. In conformance with Title 51, Section 24A1, Oklahoma Statutes 1985, titled Oklahoma Open Records Act, all open records of the Real Estate Commission may be inspected and copied in accordance with procedures, policies, and fee as required by the Commission. The Commission shall charge the following. So it's 25 cents for each copy, micro image, and then you got other ways of copying and stuff. Okay? Okay, now we're in Contract Forms Committee. It says test question right next to these, okay? This is a Contract Forms Committee. Okay, this is not the commission, this is Contract Forms Committee. Okay, the Contract Forms Committee is required to draft and revise real estate purchase and or lease contracts and any related addenda for standardization and use. God damn it.